Welcome to today's episode of the Osasu Show. We have a packed episode for you today. We are talking to Cardinal Onaiyekan and victims of the Boko Haram attack, and also the representatives who have been teaching them skill acquisition, as well as trying to raise some money and donations for these internally displaced people. Take a look at what's coming up next.
If anybody is to die for this thing, it is the rapist who should be killed. I don't think anybody in his proper mind will really pray to become it.
I see my brother dead body. I'm carried with wheelbarrow.
Become a child soldier with them. If you refuse, they will just slaughter you.
If you don't check corruption, there is no way you can make any meaningful leap in life.
We talk about the stomach infrastructure policy.
Stomach infrastructure is simply about the welfare of the people, coming to the level of the people.
And the mere fact that you are a minister does not make it to be criminal. No court of law has convicted them.
Hello, so we are at His Eminence House, Cardinal Onaiyekan, and we are ready for the interview. Welcome. Here.
Make yourself comfortable.
Thank you. This is a beautiful home you have here.
Is that so?
Yes, I love it.
It's a simple room.
I like it. I like it a lot. Cardinal Onaiyekan was born on January 29, 1944. Cardinal Onaiyekan is the Roman Catholic Archbishop of Abuja. He was the president of the Christian Association of Nigeria, popularly known as CAN, from 2007 to 2010. His eminence was made cardinal by Pope Benedict XVI on November 24, 2012. His Eminence was one of the political influencers who saw to the smooth transition from the Goodluck Ebele Jonathan administration to that of President Muhammadu Buhari. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much, sister.
Can you walk us through your specific role in the transition you played in the transition committee from the Goodluck Jonathan administration to that of President Muhammadu Buhari?
I didn't know that was an area of your keen interest. Let me just say this, that we often hear that bad things happen when good people just keep quiet. Before that election, there was so much fears and anxieties that things are going to go very, very bad in Nigeria, no matter who wins the election. That a few people thought, we cannot just keep quiet. We could do something. We could help to reduce the tension. And much of the tension was based on rumors. Some of the rumors had maybe some kind of there was a basis for the rumors, but many of the rumors were just up there in the air. And we felt that the best way to dispel rumors is to get the truth out. That's how this famous peace committee came up. I want to take every opportunity to confirm that the whole thing took place because Jonathan wanted it.
I think we should touch on your passion for peace as well. The current CAN president, Ayo Orisa Jafo, has stated categorically that he doesn't think the government should negotiate with these terrorists, Boko Haram. What is your take on this?
I've made two different assertions. First is my passion for peace, and I feel more comfortable to really speak about that. Call it a natural passion for peace. Dating back from my own origins. My family was a peaceful family. Even as now looking back, I'm now over 70 years old, but I still remember as a child, we used to hear rows and noise in our in the houses of our neighbors, where husband is beating the wife and so on. And they always came to my father to go and make peace. We never had such noises in our own family house. And I think that must have impacted on my abhorrence of conflict, noise, disagreement. And luckily that carries on into my God-given vocation to be a priest. It all depends on what you mean by negotiation, whom you negotiate with.
I agree. But do you think the government should grant amnesty to Boko Haram for peace to reign?
If that is the result of the discussions, why not? But you see, this is how there are different perspectives. I would believe that the government must be ready to sit down and talk with them. Yeah. It has been my conviction all along that even the most hardcore Boko Haram, generally men, we now know that there are women among them, they are Nigerians. They come from our communities, which means there are people who know them, and there are people whom they know. There must be some people in Nigeria who know them well, and maybe also who have ideas in such a way that they can talk with them. But once they say we want to talk, I think we should give them the benefit of the doubt. Where I disagree with some people is that they say, when they tell you they want to talk, this just because they are losing, they are not sincere. Hey, no, don't say so. Because it is possible that they are tired. It is possible that they want to stop all this.
So one of our Twitter followers, his name is Izevube, spelled Omoigiebor. He asked, please ask Cardinal Onaiyekan about the anti-gay law and the way forward for Nigeria.
The National Assembly passed the anti-gay law. They did not ask my opinion on it. They didn't ask my opinion. And it is obvious that it is not religious leaders that pushed the anti-gay law. But one thing is certain, at least in Nigeria, Catholic Church, even the Anglicans in Nigeria went as far as to break ranks with their English Archbishop of Canterbury over this matter, which means largely Protestants, Catholics, Muslims, they are all against homosexuality. So, and if you add on to it our traditional culture, it's again against our culture. So from that point of view, you could say that at least in this case, the National Assembly represents the mood of our nation. The other question, of course, whether this should become part of the law and whether you should decide to punish whoever does one or the other, that is a question of legality. It is different from the question of morality. If you asked me, I would say it would be enough in Nigeria if we simply redefine our concept of marriage and say, in Nigeria, marriage is only between a man and a woman.
The last question from Twitter. The pregnant girls rescued from Boko Haram, should they abort or keep the babies? This question comes from Dams, Damseremie.
Yes, that's a good question, because we are told that some American groups were trying to pressurize Nigeria to change its laws on abortion so that these poor girls can abort. When I hear that kind of thing coming from America, I said, is that all that the Americans can offer these poor girls? To me, it seems like a very cynical approach by people who should be really looking after the best good of these poor girls that have gone through terrible trauma. The position against abortion is because the child is a human being. Whether it's a result of rape or a result of a very loving relationship between a man and his wife, the child in the womb is a human being that has come with his own life. And nobody has a right to kill it, not even the woman who is carrying it.
So you don't believe in free will?
Whose free will?
Human beings' free will.
Oh, I believe, in fact, very much.
But isn't that contradictory? Because if the women have the right to, you know, their own bodies, then they should be have the right to the decisions that they make, whether or not they will keep the...
That is the point, that the child in the womb is not your body. It's not your body. The child in the womb is a child. If anybody is to die for this thing, it is the rapist who should be killed.
Okay.
Not the child that is in the womb.
Do you believe in your lifetime we'll see the first black African pope?
We have many African cardinals.
Like yourself?
And whenever a pope dies, the cardinals go in conclave. And each of them goes in as a candidate.
So like you, so you can emerge the next pope?
There's there's no reason why I cannot emerge a pope.
Would you want that?
That's another question. That is another question. I don't think anybody in his proper mind will really pray to become a pope.
Really?
No.
Why do you say
It's not the kind of job that you don't pray for it. All those who have become popes have got simply taken it up as God's own burden on them, which they must accept.
Wow, that's a unique perspective.
Yes.
But we've run out of time, so we cannot elaborate.
Yeah.
But do go to our YouTube channel if you want to see more of this interview.
YouTube,
with Cardinal John Onaiyekan.
Thank you
so
very much,
Your Eminence, for
God bless you for the good work you are doing.
Welcome back to the Osasu Show. With me today are Miss Hafsat. Welcome to the show, Miss Hafsat, Miss Mary, and Miss Zainab. Thank you so much for joining us. There are 3.3 million internally displaced persons in Nigeria. The country ranks third on a global scale behind Syria with 6.5 million people and Colombia with 5.7 million IDPs. In Abuja alone, there are 27 IDP camps harboring 16,000 internally displaced persons. The IDPs are worse off in 5 camps, which are located in Lugbe, Area 1, New Kuchingoro, Kuje, and Wasa, which has up to 4,600 IDPs. They are facing hard times as the camps are not fit for human habitation. In one of these camps, uncompleted buildings are occupied by these internally displaced people. They're using wrappers as window blinds and using waterproof marks as protection from the rain. Others live in makeshift structures without clean drinking water and public conveniences. In one of these Abuja camps, the IDPs are being asked to pay rent for the temporary shelter they are receiving. How could people who fled from a war zone afford to pay rent? These are questions that we're posing to our viewers today. So, Ms. Hafsat, just to begin with, can you just walk us through your story and your experience from fleeing your hometown here to Abuja?
I come from Goza, local government, under Borno State. The Boko Haram come my town around 4 o'clock in 5th August last year. If they see the male, they kill the male. If they see the fine girl, they catch the fine girl and they carry the fine girl and go on town. They say, my husband, this, what happened is not stopping. You're supposed to go. You're supposed to go. They say, no problem, I'm stay here. My husband, they run from my town to go healed. I go to the hill. I'm going to check my husband. I see my husband to the hill. No water, no eating, no anything. They eat grass, they drink the rainfall. If rainfall come down, they do like this, they drink. Now I see my husband. That's I told my husband, you're supposed to leave this town. You're supposed to leave. They say, no, while me, I go. You're supposed to go. He say me, no problem. You start go before me, I go. My husband, they trek from Goza to Madagali, more than 36 kilometers.
Wow.
They go, they trekking. Before they go, they run, they see the dead body, they run, they see the dead body, they run. Even they kill my brother, that's I'm come back. They say, my sister, they say, Hafsat, your brother, she dead. They say, why? They say, there is dead body in back. Say,
this was back in Goza. So when you returned, after you found your husband in the hills, then you returned back and you found out that your brother had been killed by Boko Haram.
Yes, by Boko Haram. They killed my brother. I see my brother dead body. I'm carried with wheelbarrow.
You carried your brother's dead body with the wheelbarrow.
I see the others, women in way. Come and help me carry my brother. I'm going to bury him. They cut my brother. They say
they slaughtered your brother with the knife.
Yes, ma'am. If you follow the Boko Haram, they leave you. If don't follow him, they kill you. My brother, they said, okay, I'm not follow you. I'm not follow you. They catch my brother.
They tied him.
Yes, ma'am. Before they caught my brother.
And killed him.
I'm still go to Madagali. They say, Boko Haram, they say, if they go Madagali, I'm going to meet him the Madagali. That's I told my husband. The Boko Haram say, if go to Madagali, they still come to meet.
And meet you there and catch
yes, I'm catch him. Yeah. That's my husband, they say, let me leave you here. Me, I'm go to movie. I said, no problem, my husband. My husband, they go to movie. Me, they leave me in Madagali. That's I see one of the Boko Haram in Madagali. I told my sister, I see the one of the Boko Haram in Goza. Now I see him in Madagali.
Yes.
Now I say, me can do trek with my leg to movie. Now I start the trek. 2 days in way. No motor, no car in way, nothing.
Were you alone or did some people trek with you?
Yeah, there is women's, or that they leave that Madagali. I'm go to movie. By that time, my husband leave the movie. They go Meduguri. They meet her brother. They give him money for traveling and come this town, Abuja. Yes, ma'am. They do work. They do Okada, and loading. They enter the passenger on the car. They give us 20 or 10 naira. They send me. My wife, you're supposed to come and meet me. That place is no good. You're supposed to come and meet me. That's I told him. Me, I don't see my father. I don't see my brother. I don't see my mommy.
Wow.
That's I told my husband. I said, me, I go back to go and see him before I come and meet you. They say no wahala, go. I go, I see the roadblock for Boko Haram. If go this side, even women, they kill the women. If go this side, if you enter, they kill you. That's I'm come back. By that time, I'm pregnant. Because of go and come, I'm doing miscarriage on the way. My belly, they reach 5 months.
Wow.
I'm miscarriage on the way. They sent me money before I come Abuja right now.
How did all that experience, how does that make you feel now? Like,
I'm feeling normal in Abuja. People, they come to help us in Area 1 site.
Okay.
People, they come to help us.
So is your husband also in Area 1?
Yes, yes.
Okay. We have representatives here as well from the internally displaced camp. These are just generous Nigerians who have taken it upon themselves to invest their time and their resources into providing skill acquisition for these internally displaced people. So, Ms. Zainab, I'll start off with you. Can you briefly walk us through the kind of skill acquisition that you're teaching the internally displaced people in Area 1?
Yeah, thank you. First of all, with this, the importance of skill is to empower people so that they can be able to sustain themselves. Okay, these are the people that were displaced, but nothing, they came up to this Abuja with nothing. But I didn't want them to become burden to the society. They need to do something for themselves. I adopted them and designed a program for them where they could start something like making soup, powder, and then jig and some others. After that, we decided to say, okay, these people, because they were at Durimi camp, there were over 300 women. So we grouped them into different kind of, So some were taken to learn how to sew, and then some were taken also how to do beads. So they are into different places so that they can be. You see, if we empower these women, if we are able to, these people must learn skill because they have all their properties were burned, their certificates. Some of them are literate, but they cannot get a job because nothing to show. Like now, one of them. Some of them came to say, oh, we want to do masa, that's a local rice cake. Some said, oh, we want to do kunu, the local drink. Everybody came with their various proposals and were able to meet, not all, but part of it, just to keep them busy so that they can be able to, they will not be begging or become something different to the society.
Miss Mary, can you talk a little about your passion and how you took out from your time? Because I know you have a very busy schedule like the most of us. So what made you take out of your time and to take out of your time to really invest in ensuring that these women are self-sustainable in the long run?
Well, I'm also from Borno State. My parents too are displaced people because they ran from Biu to Jos for like 6 months. And they went back to Biu because they could not cope in Jos. I voluntarily called Auntie Zainab that I want to help those people. There was no money actually. They were bringing money from their pockets. The money was so small. So I said I want to do it voluntarily because I have passion for that. If somebody from Jos will come and assist people from Borno State, and I'm from Borno State, I'm supposed to play my own part too. We package everything and we're selling and giving them the money to feed the children during school hours. Actually, the children come to school, the learning center, because they're giving food. We have other camps. I really want to go to the other camps and assist, but we need help from people so that they will support us, so that we reach other camps to go and assist. Well, we are pleading to the concerned Nigerians like us to please assist the camps so that we'll reach other camps and go and help them as well. Now I have volunteers from the IDPs in Area 1 that are willing to follow me to the next camp. It's not just coming to give people food all the time. They should have something doing so that if they go back, they will be empowering themselves.
Thank you so much, ladies. It's been a pleasure having you on the Osasu show. I've always been passionate about giving back to our society. I've always been passionate about Nigeria as a country and us as a people. I've been passionate about giving back to the downtrodden, children and women in our society who I believe haven't necessarily lived a good lifestyle. My whole purpose and my whole passion has been to help them, enable them and empower them to achieve their purpose. I would describe humanitarian life as challenging, but at the same time very rewarding and fulfilling. There's no way you can give back to people and spend time with them and do what you can to empower them, and God wouldn't bless you in His own way. So humanitarian life, although it has its challenges because you can't help every single person that you would love to help, however, it's been very, very fulfilling and uplifting for me.
I start with a little. Customers are buying, I'm selling to them. The little profits that I'm making inside is the one I added, then the business is growing small.
And how many years do you give yourself to move out of here? So what can you kind of project or foresee?
I am planning to move out here like 2 years coming.
Okay, so this is your store. Where do you live? Where's your house? Where do you sleep at night?
I sleep behind.
Behind the store?
No, or the opposite.
Okay, the house is at the back?
No, the side of the shop.
The side of the shop?
Yes.
Okay, there's a second room inside the
Yes,
store?
the second.
Okay. When I was younger, I would head to school and I would see children my age hawking food items on the street. During the day, this is like at 9 a.m. in the morning, you see children in the street selling stuff. So that really struck something in me, and it lasted. It's a memory that lasted in me for a long time, because it's just a picture that couldn't get out of my head. So I decided then and then, when I was so young, that I was going to do something. I didn't care how or whatever I became, a banker, a lawyer. I just knew that whatever platform God put me on, I would use that opportunity to impact the lives of these children and women. This is my purpose. This is the reason God has created Osasu. This is the reason He has brought me to earth, to impact the lives of people, to touch the lives of the down children. Until next time, do take very good care of yourself. Don't forget to follow us on social media at The Osasu Show on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. For sponsorship opportunities, please call or email the details below. Thank you very much.